Hello everyone, I'm going to expose my research project for Group 5. I am Viviana Duque. General background. In the content of the Colombian educational community, I can be seen that the students with physical, sensory, and cognitive disabilities face difficulties because they cannot develop in a appropriate environment that allows their academic and personal development in a way integral. This research aims to identify the difficulties present by students with functional limitations when attending classroom and possible solutions to improve the condition. Statement of problems. The teacher who guide the teaching are often not prepared to serve this population of students due to various factors such as the lack of training, the specific aspects, the methodology, and the content of educational material used are not adapted correctly. Therefore, it is necessary to ask ourselves as future teachers how to significantly improve Colombian education so that it is more inclusive and in accordance with the needs of the population with functional research objectives. Identify what are the actions that have been implemented to improve and serve the population with functional diversity in Colombia by the different factors involved. MEM, Secretary of Education, National Government, and among others. Determine what changes are necessary to achieve and include education in a Colombian with the population with functional diversity. Evaluate how from the role of the teacher can be contributed to adapt the methodologies and the content that can be used for learning in an inclusive and meaningful way. Investigated the failures, needs, and implications the educational system requires at the national level to seek to improve the provision and the educational service so that it's more inclusive. Significance of the study. Inclusive education in our country and anywhere in the world is of vital importance because not helping people service general exclusion with a special education condition join the educational service generates exclusion and inequality which implies a violation of human rights such as the right to educational and integral development of the people and their life project. On the other hand, this problem is directly related to other problems such as discrimination and school dropouts because the students with functional diversity feel the rejection of their classmates, teacher, and other students community involved either directly or indirectly for not having equal conditions. Review of the related literature. The monitoring report of the education in the world carried out in the 2020 years by UNESCO, Inclusion and Education, Todas y Todas sin excepción, which aims at monitoring and reporting mechanisms SDG 4 objectives on global education which seeks to ensure inclusive, equitable and quality educational and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. And on education in the other SDGs with mission of the informing on the implementation of national and international strategies aimed at the helping out prevalent problems to account for shared commitments as a part of the global monitoring and the evaluation of the SDGs. Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities is an international human rights instrument of the United Nations which was created to protect the rights and the dignity of persons with disabilities and was approved by the General Assembly of the ONU. According with Article 3 of the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, each of its articles is based on 8 guideline principles. 1. Respect for inherent dignity, individual autonomy, including the freedom to make one's own decision and the independence of individuals. 2. Non-discrimination. 3. Plenary and effective participation and inclusion in a society. 4. Respect for difference and acceptance of the people with disabilities as a part of diversity and the human condition. 5. Equal opportunities. 6. Accessibility. 7. Equality between men and women. 8. Respect for the evolution of the powers of the children with disabilities and their right to preserve their identities. Theoretical framework includes education is defined by Ministry of National Education NEM 2017 as a permanent process that recognizes, values, and responds in a pertinent way to the diversity, characteristics, interests, possibilities, and expectations of children, adolescents, youth, and adults. One objective is to promote their development, training, and participation in a common learning environment. For Gordon Porter includes education means that children with disabilities and other special needs are educated in a classroom with their peers, in an institution, in their community or neighborhood. In other words, they go to the same school that the siblings will go to. They are provided access to the same learning opportunities as any other child, and the supported in meeting relevant individuals' goals. Hypothesis. Hypothesis 1. If it is not possible to guarantee the fundamental right to education in decent conditions, it will be less likely to provide an inclusive education that integrates students with special educational needs. Hypothesis 2. The teaching methodology implemented in Colombian education for the most part continued to be traditionalist of the lecture type, greatly affecting the learning and academic performance of the student, but even more so for students with special educational needs. Hypothesis 3. Know how people have access to education due the social inequality submarket in Colombian society. Public education is insufficient to cover the entire population of school age and is not able to provide the ideal and quality conditional according to needs of each population. Methods of research used. Data collection procedures. Among the methods of collecting the necessary information for this study, the following will be used. Questionnaires. There are series of questions referring to one or more variables to be measured on the subject of a study. In the there can be closed or open questions. Qualitative interview. The researcher conducts face-to-face interviews with participants, telephone interviews, and participants on focus groups. Observation measurement. The data of obtained from the observation of the behavior, attitudes, or opinions of the individuals is one you are interested of doing the research. Documentary information. For the studied population, a search can be made for information of that is already published or document from the other sources of the information such as books, ebooks, blogs, among many others. Search instruments questionnaire. As I mentioned above, for the data collection of the present study, several instruments were used, such as questionnaires and interviews that allow us to know the opinion and knowledge of the people involved in the problem, which were carried out both virtually and in person. Find notes of the observation made at the student's age and documentary information on previously published data from electronic books, blogs, articles, and magazines on the subject of inclusive education in Colombia. For the specific case of the investigation and due the difficulties of the collecting the information, I was carried in the SEAD of Fusagasugá, which is the site where I work and study, and access the located information was more favorable and affordable for me. Okay, this is where a questionnaire is used to collect the information taken in account aspects such as general aspect, which, for example, um, lives and articles established in the education national for NEET. For example, an equation. Uh, I relate for the interview when an importance the people, the opinion of people. Okay. And the different aspects for in the opinion for the collect the information was, for example, the respect of teachers and students. Okay, this is my project research. I thank you for your attention, and I see you soon in next opportunity. Bye.